Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Big night at one end of the ice as they get set to play their first game in the EA SHL. The time for talk, the time for hype's over. It's time to drop the puck now. The Icebreakers get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Oh, my goodness, what a stop with the glove! Oh, did he ever rock him in the open ice? There's the whistle as the play was offside.
Often in pregame, coaches will tell you we want to play heavy hockey, and that's exactly how this game has started for them. But it only starts when you have physical engagement, and that hit right there tells me they're ready, they're on point, and they're dialed in.
Pass right back. Feeds it over. Takes off the pass in the defensive zone. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Angles it over to McDonald. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Finds nothing but air on that shot. Pinned up along the boards. And the puck's knocked loose. That goes off the face of the goaltender.
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself in position. You just react. If you get there, you get there. What a great job.
The Icebreakers gain the zone. Shot! What save!
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Loses the coverage there. Reaches out and pokes it away. Hill's stick handling in his own zone. Oh, and the puck leaves the zone. They'll be forced to do this one over. And that's just out of reach. The Icebreakers take possession of the neutral zone. The Nighthawks gain possession along the wall. Takes a hit. He goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Receives the pass. Dishes it off. The Icebreakers carried along the wall. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. Scrum along the boards. They battle for the puck. From against the wall into the open ice. And he puts that one aside with ease. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Long lead pass into the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Hill. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Williams. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. And now it's grabbed by McDonald. That's turned away with the pad by Wanker. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Past the midway mark in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Oh, some strong physicality on the play. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Great reach with the poke check by Dale. Great read, comes up with it. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Off the draw, they take possession. Takes it at center. There's a shot. Scores!
The goaltender, he's going to want this one back, James. I thought that he was set to position. Just the blast of the shot, it hit him. He got a good chunk of it, but it went in. You can see the frustration in the body language.
Drills them! Icing is the call. We'll get a reset. The Icebreakers have been rewarded with the lead here late in this first period with all the shots they put on net. The Nighthawks win the draw and they go on the scores! And the scratching and clawing is paid off as we are back to even.
Well, we're back to evens, James, and I really like their game. I mean, when you're pushing and you're trying to find a way to get ahead and on top, you have to trust the process. That's exactly what they've done, and they've been rewarded for it.
The Nighthawks have leveled the playing field in the late goings of period number one.
Yeah, no time like the present, right, James? Absolutely. Heading into the intermission, and you can take that to the bank, right? I mean, finding ways to get the equalizer here. Now you get a little bit of a rest, and you got to come out firing on all cylinders to start the second.
Oh, and that's just on the side of the net.
Well, this is a product of the game being so fast. James just wants to get rid of it and fires it wide.
The Nighthawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Picked off by Dale. Moves the puck from the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. Here they come up along the wing. Down the right side and into the zone. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Slips by the check. And that goes off course wide.
He works so hard to get to the middle of the ice and to get that scoring chance, and he just throws it wide.
First period is in the books. The next 20 minutes is on deck next here on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Cheryl is full of popcorn now as we get set for period number 2. This one's still wide open as the second period gets underway. We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you see?
The Nighthawks need to step up offensively and more confidence with the puck.
Scores! A timely finish, and they've taken the lead!
Sometimes you can feel momentum swing, James, and you can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little puck luck and they put it in. This is just a perfectly placed slap shot, James, and he's got all the time in the world to walk into it, load and explode, and he beats the goaltender stick side.
The Icebreakers are finding that little extra pep in their step here in the second period and have taken a 1-goal lead as a result.
Well, they break the deadlock, and that's huge. Now you're playing in front, but I think this face-off and the shift that ensues is critical, James. Now you got your opponent right where you want him. You're back on their heels. Take advantage and try and get another one.
Gets it over to Hill. Here they come. Still on the left side on the attack. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a blast. And that's blocked as he gets down low. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. The Icebreakers gain possession. Quick feed to Wilson. Puts it on net. Gets a glove on it to keep it out. Oh, look at this. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Tails getting due for interference here. He's off to the box.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a 1-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's shorthanded, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done.
Power play unit comes out for the face-off.
Well, a timely power play at this juncture of the game, James, to even it up. This is huge for this power play. Your big stars, they need to shine.
Just a simple save by Wagner. Here's a chance to set up now. Poked away in the offensive end. Oh, that's tremendous poise in the defensive end to break up the pass. Sends it in on the attack. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Across the line from center. Fires it on net. And there's the save.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong. He's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
The Nighthawks win that offensive zone face-off. Oh, tried to put it on the corner and just missed that one.
Well, hockey is a game of inches, and a great shot just misses.
The Icebreakers preserve the lead as their penalty killers get the job done.
Specialty teams are critical, especially when you're down by a goal and you have an opportunity to get the equalizer, and they just weren't able to generate anything on that one. And that's a tough one to take as they remain down by a goal at even strength.
Here's the shot. Oh, and he had the answer on that one. Dishes it to Wilson. The Nighthawks gain possession in their own end. And he sidesteps the pick there. Wagner's going to keep and hang on for the whistle and just slow it down a little bit here.
As a goaltender, you always have to be mentally focused and ready to make a save, James. He hasn't been busy this period, but they're in the lead, so it's a safe play. He elects to hold on.
Wilson's won the draw inside his own end. Oh, making his presence felt with a hit. The Icebreakers pick up steam and are on the attack. Come along the boards. The Nighthawks have it now. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. He scores! Tie game!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. Well, this is a real tough play for a goaltender to get a read on, James. You're in that inner slot area. The puck's on the backhand, fighting for position and getting it off quickly. That's a tough one to read, and the reason why it goes to the back of the net.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McDonald. And puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. Gets a hold of the puck from the right side. Goalie's got it in the defensive zone. Goes in front, and he denies that great opportunity there. Takes the puck along the boards. That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass. Goalie's into the offensive zone now on the attack. The Nighthawks have it behind the net. Passed up ahead. Picks off the pass. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Here's a chance. Denied by the goaltender. Quick pass across to McDonald. Cutting to the front of the net. Great heads-up play with the stick by Hill. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. Here in the late goings of the period, we got a tie game. The Icebreakers win it in the defensive zone. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Spectacular shot by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
Scores! And we take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now is on the line.
The Nighthawks pick up the all-important lead here as we inch closer and closer towards the second intermission.
Well, anytime you score on the back half of a period, it certainly creates some much-needed momentum that you want to carry forward to the intermission, and you can have a lengthy conversation about it and start the third with a bang.
And that pass goes off a stick. Picked up along the wall by Wilson. Williams has it in the defensive end. Moves around along the half wall. Turns it aside with the glove. And he takes the feed. Here's a chance. On the backhand. Great save from inside.
Absolutely love this save, James. I mean, the shooter's in a point-blank range, right in that low slot, and it's just taken away. Grand larceny.
And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. Coaches have shared their final messages. Players are on the ice, and period number 3 is coming up. Could be a thrilling conclusion to this one as period number 3 is now underway. Here's a chance. Scores! And we are tied. New game here, Pounder.
Oh, yeah, it's a new game, James. But I really like the pushback to get the equalizer. And now it's what they do with that momentum. This next shift, it's critical.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. We are all tied up in this one. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck off the draw. Grabs control of it at the point. And he slides it quickly to Dale. Reads it perfectly in the defensive end. And they'll go on the attack with pressure by Williams. And that was stopped. Jackson's got it now deep inside his own end. Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get land-basted over and over again. Wagner's made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that, but he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. Nice job tying up his opponent. A shot! And he makes the save there. Goalie's got it in the defensive end. Moves it to Dale. Takes the shot. Sacrifices the body. Here's a chance. And struck on the play there.
Well, on the breakaway, it's all about the first fake, and he does a great job there, but the goaltender doesn't bite, and as a result, makes a save. I don't think anyone minds watching that one again, James. I mean, he's so dialed in his crease. You think this is all but in, and then he comes out of nowhere to make that spectacular save. He never gives up, and he finds a way to get to it.
Wilson's won the draw here in their own zone. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. To his teammate. The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. Scores! There it is, the go-ahead goal.
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important.
The Icebreakers have to be feeling good about themselves after taking the lead with that goal here in the third.
Yeah, and it's not much of a cushion the way this game has gone back and forth, James, but it's something. You're in the lead, so now you want to continue with that tempo. Find a way to push your opponent back. Continue to punch and press.
Takes the feed. Takes off the coverage. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Passes it over to Wilson. Feeds it to Hill. Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. The Nighthawks have it now. Through pass ahead. Slides by the check. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Wagner.
He does a great job of having sound positional play based on where the puck is on that low inner spot. And he makes himself big, takes away the holes, and makes the save.
Too much congestion blocks the shot.
Well, this game is wild, James. End-to-end action. Let's just forget the defense, shall we, and just go with the goal call.
Good hit to bump him off the puck. Stones him on the play. And he loses control of the puck. Wilson's got control of the puck in the corner. Slides it on over to McDonald. No, you're not going to get away with that one right in front of the official. Delayed penalty coming up. It's a tripping, it looks like. Gale's off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Well, with a one-goal lead, there's a small margin of error, James, and to protect it, you can't be in the box. Now they're shorthanded, and they got to find a way to kill it off.
The Nighthawks win the draw. The Icebreakers will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. And they clear that puck. With the bank pass. Good battle along the boards for the puck. And it's freed up over to his teammate with a nice kick pass. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Hill's doing what it takes to generate offense in this game tonight, James. He's got multiple points, and he really has been a threat in the offensive zone in particular. I just love the chemistry he has with his line mates and the energy that he has, in particular when he has the puck on his stick.
And that's broken up with a stick in front. Here's a shot. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Handles the puck at the point. Blocked shot.
Well, if you want to be on a PK, James, you have to know how to get in front of shots, and he does exactly that, taking away the threat.
Hey, you're along the boards, and those walls are rattling.
When you're along the wall, you got to have your head up. You better be good in small spaces, and you can't get out of the way of this thunderous hit, though, because it was lined up perfectly here, James. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and he finished right through the wall.
Absolutely fearless to step in front of that shot. Moves into the slot. Oh, what a save by Wagner. And he takes the pass. Steps in front of the shot. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Nice feed from the right wing. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Passes it over. Takes the puck. And he lowers the boom there. Rips it. Denies him. He got all of it. Slides it diagonally Nagy. Look at that hit. Maybe try to wear down the opponents here. And not much on that one. Handles the pass. Looking to set up offensively. The Icebreakers take possession here in the open ice. Puck picked up by McDonald.
I like this play, James. Just knowing where you are on the ice and just putting it in deep and trying to kill the clock.
Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. The Nighthawks really need a goal here. They pull the goalie and the extra attackers out. Drives to the paint. Blocked. He may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Stoppage in play, offside the call. Temperatures boiling over late here, Cheryl.
Boiling because there's certainly frustration as well, and when you're feeling frustrated, it's easy to just drop the gloves.
Crowd on its feet after that one, and hopefully these two got it out of their system here, Cheryl.
And sometimes you drop the mitts just because of it. You want to stir your team in some way, shape, or form, but listen, they've been going at it throughout this game. I'm not surprised that they finally dropped the mitts.
A critical face-off looms here.
And the extra attacker is on the ice, James. So much pressure on the center to win this draw.
And that'll do it for ringside here. Well, not the glorious, heroic performance they were hoping for in their debut here in the EASHL, but, you know, it's going to take some time, but I like some elements out there. Yeah,
there's definitely elements out there, and I'm sure the coaches out upon watching video will be able to show them some different moments within the game that they executed, but it's all about a collective effort. It's hard to build and layer on top of one another in your first game when you're getting to know one another, figure out the chemistry within the lines. It'll come.
One team set for their maiden voyage here in the EASHL. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. Welcome to a fun night here on EA Sports. And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. The Nighthawks are going to start with the puck after taking the opening draw. That knocks it off the puck. Picked up along the boards by YT-KroniiiK. Too much congestion in front. We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. The Icebreakers have been handed 2 for interference.
In this game, you're always trying to buy time for your teammates, but sometimes if you hold on a little bit too long, you're going to get the interference call.
More time off the clock as they grab the puck. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work. Oh, he gets up the body on that. Big time stop there. Jordan's carrying it ahead. Centering pass in front. Dishes it off again here. What a chance, but they can't connect. Passes ahead from the right side. Makes some space. Scores! And look at that. They take the lead shorthanded.
Well, they were so urgent on that PK, and they recognize an opportunity to attack. I mean, this is an added bonus, James, that can certainly turn the temperature of the game. What a finish.
YT-KroniiiK's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Burray's lugging the puck. He's got it behind the cage. Grabs the puck here in their own end. Power play expires, and they've got to be left shaking their heads as they fail to convert and serve up a shorthanded goal.
The big question here, James, is what are you going to do next? You gave up a shorty. You got to find a way to get back in the game. What I mean by that is you have to reset, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally, and get back on track.
Burray's got it along the wing. Snaps one on net. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Jordan's got it against the boards and makes the routine save.
Jordan's able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
Nearing the midway mark of the period, the Icebreakers lead it 1-0. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. And he feeds it down to Pooh. From the right side, they gain the zone. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Quick pass to Pooh. Takes a shot. Big time save with the blocker. Smart defensive play there. Moves it quickly over to YT-KroniiiK. The Icebreakers have it against the wall. Carries it in. Gaining steam here on the attack. Oh, I'd like to have that one back as it goes off the side. The Icebreakers gain possession. With the blast. Blocked in traffic. Taken along the wall by Yakemchuk. Picks off the pass. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Steps inside. From the point, looks to make something happen. Stones up with the blocker. Huber's moving the puck through his own zone. Here's a short pass to Lee. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Takes it to the front. And that shot gets caught in traffic. The Nighthawks have it behind the cage. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Inside the offensive zone. Turns it away.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you. And he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. And he takes the dip. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Taken by Bure. Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Slides it across. Oh, it goes off the outside of the post. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Icebreakers are off to the box. Interference the call.
Well, the PK unit is going to jump the boards here, James. They got to do a stellar job. They want to reset momentum late in the frame. This is a close one. They want to make sure they can take care of business here.
The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. Nothing doing. Sends it ahead to Jordan. The Icebreakers have it now. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. On their heels, trying to clear. Gets the puck out of the zone, and that'll do it for this period. There's the horn, ending the first period. Both teams will have a chance to regroup. You do you, and we'll be back with period number 2 in a moment. Period number 2 set to go here. Officials moments away from dropping the puck. The Icebreakers penalty killers get off to a good start, winning possession here. Feeds it over. Oh, what a save in front.
Well, he's an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
Lee's got the puck in his own zone. They get it out of the defensive end. The Nighthawks go over on the man advantage and are still trailing by a goal. You'll need more than that to beat them.
The next shift is critical, James. They had the opportunity on the power play to get back in it and get the equalizer. Now they're down by 1, so they have to manage some energy here, and they have to dictate pace and get back in the game.
And that's off a stick. Oh, what a hit!
But you know that this is how he plays, James. He's been lining them up all night long. He's doing a great job of physically engaging.
And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Oh, what a move! Gives them nothing in front.
This shot comes in the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
The Icebreakers have been handed a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
Up by 1, and you take a penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as a power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get...
They score! And a shorty at that!
Just love this goal, James. I mean, this is a PK, not just a PK, but a power kill. They go in attack when they recognize the opportunity, and they create this chance, and they put it away.
Yakemchuk's won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. The Nighthawks played along the wing. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Jordan's going to hang on for a whistle. Another face-off looming here on this power play. The Nighthawks win it. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. The Icebreakers have it now. Quick snap! Fantastic save! The Nighthawks are in transition. Fires it! That's not going to fool him. Works it across to Bure. Oh, it's another consecutive save! The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Quick feed to Bure. The power play looking anything but as they give up a short-handed goal with both teams back now at even strength.
I didn't like anything about that power play, James, and I'll tell you who else didn't. The coach and the rest of the team. You can't give up a shorty when you got a man advantage.
Justin scooped up the puck now here inside his own zone. Moves it to Jordan. Here we go, on-man rush. And Bell save right there, bring it up.
I thought it was in, James.
Loses his check and he's on the breakaway. Nice save from point-blank range.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. The Nighthawks have it from their own end. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Puck scooped up by Huber. The Icebreakers have it now. Moves the puck along the half wall. Sends the feed in front. Off in front. The Icebreakers take possession in the defensive end. Great pressure to force the turnover by Yakemchuk. Shuts him down. Oh, wow, another great stop. Bure's taking it from his own end. And he takes the feed. Goes right to the crease. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one, because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Bure. And he'll take a quick moment to regroup by moving the puck back inside his own end. Bure stick handling in his own zone. And that's broken up by Yakemchuk.
The Nighthawks are in a tight game. They got to start making good on all those interceptions where they've been great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great job defensively, but they've got to convert.
They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Tries to the sweet spot. Too much traffic in the lane. The Nighthawks are on the attack. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. Two, nearly into its final minute here. And a stiff break setup. Grabbed along the boards by Bure. Here's a shot, and makes the save.
The game has changed so much. It's so fast, and the athletes are so strong. I mean, the training that you have to undergo, whether it's in the gym or it's functional, you know that these guys are constantly working in small space areas, working on their games, working on their legs. Their foundation, the lower half, is so critical, and this is a perfect example.
everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski found her ready to bring in the action. Here we go, period number 3. It's winner go home time now. And we've got an offside with a face-off looming.
Well, he's been around it all night long and finally converts after multiple opportunities in this game. You gotta like the dynamic element to his game, his ability to use his hands to get to the net here, James. But finally is able to convert. You can see that frustration just leaves him right now in his body language.
The Nighthawks win the defensive zone face-off. Up along the wing. They gain the zone from the left side. Sacrifices the body to block that in front. Long lead pass into the neutral zone. Moves it quickly over to Yakimchuk. Pass back to the point. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Moves it to the middle. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. Yakimchuk's going to play it against the half wall. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. And now he passes it to Jordan. Handles the pass at center. The Nighthawks take it along the wall. Stop! And the save. Great read by Yakimchuk. And they got caught up in traffic and hits a stick. And he dodges the hook check there. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. Look at this. They got a game of inches, and he puts it off the outside of the post.
The Icebreakers' lead in this game doesn't get extended, and man, they would have loved that one for the extra cushion, but it goes off the post and out.
Jordan's got it in the offensive end. Oh, crushed right onto the bench.
Nothing like sitting on your opponent's lap, James, trying to get off. Oh, that's a tough one. I can feel the chirping coming from his own bench.
Oh, smart heads up play to poke that one away. Tick goes around the poke check. Scoops up the puck now. Tries to get it to Bure. The Icebreakers played along the boards. Moves behind the net. The Nighthawks will play the puck from behind the net. Moves it over to Jordan. The Nighthawks looking against the half wall. He grabs the puck here at the point.
The Icebreakers have played extremely well within their systems tonight. They've been defensively structured and they've been layered in their own zone, and now they're protecting the shutout. You know that their tenders made some saves. They've seen everything, but it's really great when you can get the big fat zero at the end of the game.
And there it goes as the puck goes free. The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
And there's the save. And he comes up big again. Unbeatable.
That's a fantastic sequence of saves there, James. He was so dialed in, he tracked it perfectly.
Here's a short pass to Yakimchuk. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Huber. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Tries to feed it over to Huber. Pass out front. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. And now he tries to get it across to Bure. The 360 with the puck. The Icebreakers continue to attack the net here in period number 3, adding yet another goal to their score.
Well, it's been all areas of the game that have really been terrific tonight, James. I've also enjoyed the communication that we're seeing on the ice, not just the body language, but also the vocalness. I mean, they're creating all over the ice, and it's been real fun to watch.
And he loses control here. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Pushes it across to Bure. Jordan's got it in the offensive zone. And he hits one. Scores!
Ah, man.
How things have suddenly changed here.
Well, it's the magic of one goal and the impact it can have, James. You go from a situation where you think you're out of it, and now all of a sudden you believe you're back in it. Complete change of the dynamic of the game.
You're the demon.
Game changer tonight, James. He has been so strong in his crease, but that's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
are.
disappointing for him. You know, anytime you're riding a wave like that, you want to get the goose egg, and this time it's not going to happen.
Avoids the poke check. Approaching the final minute of regulation. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Jordan's had a solid night between the pipes, James. I mean,
Scores! He's done it! There's his first in the EASHL. Well done.
oh, what an amazing moment, James. Absolutely incredible. You'll never forget your first goal. And he does it with conviction. And you can see everyone around him just kind of celebrating right now. You got to believe someone's going to collect that puck.
Behind the net, looking for the transition game. The Icebreakers have it now. And that's a great hits-up.
Yo, what up, Jonathan? Welcome back, Ari, to the stream.
The Nighthawks cross the blue line and are on the attack. Yukemchuk's got the puck. Great hit on the play. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. Here they are on the attack. Oh, look at that confidence with that save with the glove. Wow. Oh, look at this. And that flames off the iron.
The Nighthawks are pretty frustrated in this one, James. I mean, they've run it off the post a number of times. They're generating the opportunities, but they're not executing.
For a second, guys. Just clear that shit out.
Monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
A critical draw here. The Nighthawks take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that's all she wrote from this one tonight. Well, smiles all around after that victory in their first ever maiden voyage in the EASHL.
Oh, there's nothing like it, is there, James? I mean, the confidence that it gives you and a real starting point to be able to build your season on. Nothing better to start with a win.